guys, welcome to my channel. So today's video, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to start doing a new playlist on my channel. It's going to be a mixture of hotel review videos where I go around the world. So at the moment I'm in Auckland in New Zealand, so I thought I'd start there. And today I'm at the Mercure Hotel on Queen Street, which is kind of a central CBD area, which is actually quite handy if you are coming to Auckland. And this is meant to be a 4-star hotel. And I think there is a gym as well downstairs, and I think a bar. So maybe check those out later. So I've just arrived, just put my bag down, and I thought I'd take you along with me and just see what you think. I'll be here just for one night, just to check out the facilities and the room, see what I think. And if you guys are new to my channel and wanted to subscribe, just get the subscribe button below. It is free to do so. I do a mixture of videos of lifestyle, travel, and a bit of food. And I guess I'm probably known for the afternoon teas that I've got on my channel. So I'll link those in a card in the corner and the description bar below. But I thought this would be a fun new playlist to do and just check out hotels. So I think this is a 4-star hotel, so we'll see what it's like. It's not a brand new hotel and I've never stayed here before, but it's not sponsored and I'm a paying guest. So I'll flip the screen and I'll show you what the room's like. So as you come into the room, you've got this little kind of corridor, and it's actually got pretty decent size mirror, which will be really good to kind of get my hair done and kind of look at outfits. And just to the right is the bathroom, so we'll just go straight through first. A bit of nice artwork on the walls, and that's the Sky Tower in Auckland CBD. And you've got kind of a green and grey carpet. Looks to be quite an old style phone, but lots of power points and a good size light as well. I quite like this kind of taupe, I guess, taupe aqua headboard. That's quite nice. And it's always nice to have side tables as well. And one of the reasons why I picked here is because I did like the design of the rooms. They're a bit more kind of modern and kind of fresh and not too dark. So I quite like the feature on the wall here of Auckland. So if you're a tourist, I think it's kind of a bit of a fun take on it. And I think each of the rooms have got a different style. So if I've got images, I'll put them on the screen. And this is the built-in TV, flat screen TV. And this is a king room, so which is fine for me, just staying on my own, and looks neatly done, but I'll check out the bed in more detail shortly. And you've also got just the usual kind of facilities, so you've got teas, coffees, very basic stuff really. So what have we got here? Oh, we've got hot chocolate. Don't often get hot chocolate. I'll maybe have one of those powdered hot chocolates, and a mixture of teas. Again, I love an afternoon tea, so it's nice to have teas actually in the room, and coffee. And then we've got, so this doesn't come with kind of a mini bar, it's just got very lonely 4 little milks. So not very exciting, but I suppose if I had anything I could put it in here to chill. Looks pretty clean. Let's see what else there is. Or just a plain drawer. And a very basic looking kettle. Yeah, very basic. Let's see what it's like inside. Don't know if I can lift it up. It's not that clean. You can kind of see the bottom. That's not great. This looks to be the wardrobe. So you've got the kind of usual ironing board and just some kind of standard non-branded hangers. And then it looks to be on the other side of the wardrobe. Looks to be a safe and some cupboard space with an iron. Again, quite a basic looking iron. I won't need it. Oh, look at that. That's quite dirty. Yeah, that doesn't look amazing. So I'll tell you at the end of the video how much I paid for the room, but this is supposed to be a 4-star. So there's definitely quite a lot of PowerPoints, which is nice. Kind of brushed effect. And then USBs, that's always handy. So this is a New Zealand power point. So if you do come overseas, you would obviously need an adapter. And then you've got the TV. This looks to be the aircon facility. Might change that later. And the room, so this is a king size room, or king size bed. With some nice cushions. It is nice and bright. My luggage, just in case I forget my name. So that's all kind of laid out here. So it's nice to have somewhere to put it out the way. And I do quite like, excuse all my work stuff, the setup where you've got kind of a little table and kind of a little seating area. And then you've also got a space where you can do work. So a nice decent light. And I'm just doing some work at the moment. And more PowerPoints. So it's a little mini desk. So you've not really got much like to use, but a decent amount of space. And I've got double aspect windows. So this side we're on the Auckland CBD. And then if you look through here, you can see the Sky Tower. So if I've got footage, I'll show what it's like in the evening. But that's the Sky Tower. It's kind of a muggy day at the moment. And this is Queen Street. And Queen Street is basically the long street down the centre of the CBD kind of shopping district. And it takes you from K Road all the way up to Britomart area where the harbour is, and you can get ferries. So it is quite convenient. It's a bit of a hill, but it's walkable. And yeah, so it's a very nice view of Sky Tower. And you can actually jump off Sky Tower if you wanted. And then I've just noticed as well the curtains. It looks like the blinds are kind of coming away at the top, which again is kind of obvious. You kind of think they might have checked the room before. I did let them know that I was going to be filming, so they were fine with that. But yeah, I mean, I can't see any kind of dirt or dust, but these obviously are quite basic kind of cushions. But I've been sitting on it for a bit working, and it's not too bad actually, and a good sized space to work on. And then let's just see, yeah, the blinds. There's a few nicks and rips in the blinds, and let's just open this up. So if you can kind of see, this is the top end of Queen Street. I think parking can be a bit of a nightmare if you've got a hire car. I actually just got an Uber, so into the city. But the sound is actually pretty good. I can't really hear the road noise. So we'll see what it's like tonight, because it is Saturday. So whether Saturday evening does get busy, I'm not sure. So, and how noisy it might be. But yeah, the carpet's bright. It's not too dark. And it's all right for one person. I've only got basic hand luggage. I don't know what it would be like if you had lots of suitcases. You'd need probably just pile them up here, because there's not a huge amount of space to put them, I would say, in the wardrobe if they're quite big. But I do really like this area. I think it's really well thought out for you to work. And there's a couple of seats. So you've got the main kind of sofa area here, and then a seat here. So you can kind of relax and do a bit of work. And I like the fact that it's really bright. So yeah, really good. And then I'll just take you along to the bathroom. And it's this, I guess, to reduce space, kind of a sliding door into the bathroom. I wasn't sure if I was going to actually have a bath, but it's only shower. So there's no need for me to bring my kind of bath stuff. But it's a good size shower, I would say. Now, if you go inside, so that's Elemental Herbology, conditioner, shampoo, and body wash. And you've got the small shower head and the large shower head, which again does look a bit dirty. You know, this is a 4-star. You'd kind of expect it to be a bit cleaner. But the overall shower does look quite clean. So I would say in that shower you could probably fit maybe 4 or 5 people in there if you really wanted to. But it'll be just fine for me. So you've got some liquid soap and body lotion, some cups, and then nice clean sink, and some towels. And then what have we got in the drawer? So we've got some extra toilet roll and a hairdryer. Again, it's not too bad. So there's not much else really. So you've got some towels and then just the toilet. I don't think they've got, I can't see that they've got nightgowns or anything like that. So I didn't see any of those in the wardrobe. But I mean, you can kind of see there's kind of scuffs on the wall here. I don't know if you can kind of see when you walk in, which I imagine has probably been done by suitcases as you're coming through. But again, it wouldn't take much just to kind of buff those out. And as you're coming in, it is your first impression of the room as you're coming in. So it's a shame they've not really tidied those up. And then the bed. So yeah, the bed is king size. Now, pillows. I don't really use pillows, to be honest, but can't really see anything dirty or hairs or anything like that, which is, you know, kind of gross. You know, it all looks okay. Sheets. So far so good. And again, more PowerPoints and USBs and little side tables. Again, nothing in them, but it's nice to have. So I think apart from kind of the odd kind of scuff that you can kind of see on the walls, which I imagine is because of luggage, I don't think it's too bad. So, and it is really central, so you are paying for the location really. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And what I'll do is I will check out the facilities downstairs. I think it is just a gym and a bar. And I think the gym is open from kind of, I think 6 in the morning to 11 at night. So we'll see what it's like. I bought my gym gear, so I might pop down and do a bit of exercise later. I don't think there's a restaurant in-house though, but we are surrounded by loads of restaurants and eateries. So it's easy to walk to. So pretty good. So this is the kind of communal walkway, which is a bit random. There's like a massive kind of, yeah, thing right through the centre, which is strange, and that's my room, 506. So we'll just find the lift. Again, lots of seating, but it is quite dark. Oh, I don't know where I'm going. Okay, let's try this way. Can't remember which way I went. So I've got lifts. So I think reception, which is 24-hour. I think they said the gym is downstairs. So we'll see. And I'm currently on the 5th floor. Bar, restaurant and gym. Access via other lift. Oh dear, how do I get out? Which is, oops, okay. Let's see if I can get out. Whoops, let's start again. That wasn't a good start. It's a shame they didn't actually have that on the outer side of the lift. Right, let's try again. No, it's not doing anything. Okay, well, let's just see if it'll let me go to the bottom. It does clearly say bar, restaurant and gym, access via other lifts, but it won't actually take me in the other lift. So we're not doing well so far. I'm not sure where this is going to take me. Okay, so that's bar, restaurant and gym. Ooh. Lower basement. So that's a bit confusing, you have to go near the lift. Okay. Okay, so we've got the gym, bar and restaurant. Looks like the bar and restaurant's just there. And I'm assuming this is the gym. Let's see if my card works. Oh, okay. Right. It's pitch black. Let's see if we've got a light. Does the light work? Yes, okay. Right, so this is a very small gym. Yeah, and it's kind of right by the bar and restaurant. So you've got a running machine, some weights, some other stuff that I don't really know what that is. Cycling machine. But yeah, it is really small. But it's nice to have. So I don't know how well ventilated this room would be. It could get quite sweaty. And there's no natural light as well. But if you wanted to exercise, you know, you're jet lagged and want to freshen up, it's good to have something than not. And it looks like there's a toilet here as well, but you do need your card to come down. But it is quite dark and obviously with no windows. And there's, again, quite a lot of scuffs on the wall. Don't know what all that's about, but, oh, okay, and the light is obviously a motion sensor light because it's completely gone off. That's annoying. Bit strange for a gym. If you're just resting, suddenly the lights go out. But yeah, probably not the most aesthetically appealing gym for me, I would say. So there's not a pool or anything like that. And it is quite strange that it's right by the bar and restaurant. So I don't know, maybe I won't come and use the facilities. We'll see. I'll see what I'm like in the morning and how busy this actually gets, because you could only really get maybe 4 or 5 people in here because there's not much space overall, I would say. But, you know, we'll see. So I better head out now and just exit. So then we're on the lower basement, so I think I now have to go up to reception to then get the next lift to this one to then allow me, or unless it takes me up, let's see if it takes me up to level 5. Yeah, okay, well that's good. But something to know, if you do come here then, if you want to do the gym or the bar, you need to actually access it to get the lower basement. Only one of the lifts will do it. So, shame reception didn't mention that actually. So then this is level 5. Let's head back to my room. So yeah, the corridors are quite dark, even though there's like lots of seating. Yeah, not greatly well lit. And this very odd beam thing in the centre of the room. And back to my room, which is a lot brighter than the gym. So I might get a drink in the bar later and see how noisy that gets. But again, I'm on the 5th floor and the bar's on the lower basement. So I'm hoping it isn't going to be too noisy. But I'm just going to do a bit more work and check out what the Wi-Fi is like. There is free Wi-Fi here for the whole duration of your stay. So yeah, this is the start of the hotel review playlist. So hopefully you guys like it. Let me know in the comments below what you think. And I'm going to be doing probably a hotel a month, maybe a bit more. None of these are sponsored, they're all, I'm paying guests. So I'm just keen to check out some of the hotels. So I thought firstly I would check out the ones in Auckland. So this is the menu. It looks like they've got, so the TV channels, food and drink, facilities, emergency information, Wi-Fi. So if you click on that, they've got room service, which Lone Star I think is the restaurant that's kind of standalone, but you can get to it from the hotel. Let's check out their desserts. Okay. Looks like they've got mains and other stuff as well. Quite pricey, but I'm assuming it is room service. But I mean, you just go downstairs really. And then TV channels. So they've got all these to check out. So it's a decent size. I think this is like a 55-inch flat screen, and it is quite nice that you've got the Sky Tower, that it's gradually getting a bit darker just next to it, which is really nice positioning. So I'm just going to watch maybe a movie or something and just relax for a bit. So it's the evening now, and to be honest, I didn't go out for dinner. I made a reservation, I did actually cancel it, and I've just chilled out in the room, to be honest, and it's been lovely. Watching movies, a few Amazon Prime movies, which has been lovely. And actually, even though the hotel is in the centre, it's actually been quite quiet. We're on like a pretty main road in the centre of Auckland, and it's a Saturday night. So I'm kind of shocked at actually how the outside noise has been pretty good. However, I would say that the internal noise in between rooms has been fairly loud, kind of intermittently, but when there's people in the rooms, you can actually hear their conversations and that they're not shouting. So the walls are kind of paper thin, which is disappointing, but luckily so far, at the time it is right now, which is about 10 o'clock in the evening on a Saturday, it's actually not too bad. So that's good, but I can imagine if it's a really busy time and you know the hotel's got a lot going on, you could probably hear quite a lot going on in the rooms, certainly where I am, and I'm in a corner room on the 5th floor. So that's something to note if you do come here. But I'm getting quite tired now, so I am going to put my eye mask on. One of my new Elizabeth Scarlett eye masks. I've got about 5 or 6 now, and it just helps, especially with the hotel rooms. And if I'm not sure where I'm staying, luckily we've got blinds and curtains, but any kind of like light coming through or distractions, I prefer to wear an eye mask when I go to sleep. It just kind of forces my brain and my eyes to kind of shut down and just relax and sleep. So I would recommend them for sure. But I'm going to put that on. I'm going to put a bit of moisturiser on and yeah, just get tucked up in bed. I've been vegging out watching a movie, so hopefully I have a good night's sleep, but I will let you guys know in the morning. So this is the Sky Tower starting to get lit up. Just in the background. And I think they're the colours of, Winterfest. They often change colours depending on what events and the time of year and things, so it's pretty cool. So I'm just about to check out of the Mercure Hotel in Auckland, and what I'll do is I'll give you my pros and cons of what I thought for the night. It's my first time staying here as well, and I am a paying customer. So one of the things I would say as a pro is that I did pay 139 Kiwi dollars for the night, which is like room only, no breakfast. It's like a standard king room. So I thought that was pretty reasonable for the centre of Auckland over a weekend. And also the size of the room is decent. It's just me staying, and I just had an overnight bag. So I didn't need a huge amount of space. And I liked the fact that my room is on level 5, room 506, and it's a corner room with dual aspect windows. So that was really good for light, which I really did appreciate. And I had a really good view of Sky Tower at night. Again, if I've got any footage, I'll put it on screen. So that was really nice, like an unobstructed view of Sky Tower. I liked also that the fact that I had a desk so I could work, and it was a decent sized desk, and like a sofa casual area as well. So that was nice, the way they kind of broke it down in the room. So you've got different kind of zones and sections for you to do things. And also the bed was super comfortable. And that doesn't always happen in hotels for me, but it was really nice. Bedding was really nice. It looked really clean and crisp. and also the outside noise. I thought being in the centre of Auckland would be really busy, really loud, especially over a Saturday night, but it was reasonable. I slept fine. I didn't really hear much noise outside. There was a little bit inside the hotel, but that stopped quite early on, and it was really convenient. And also the Wi-Fi was super quick. I've been able to watch all sorts of movies with no kind of like stuttering or kind of breakup of it. Also, I've been uploading and downloading stuff for YouTube, and that's been really quick as well. So, and again, that doesn't always happen in hotels, and it was free as part of your booking. When you do come here as well, so on a negative stance, when you do check in, you do have to pay, which is quite common with hotels. I think it's 100 Kiwi dollars as like a security deposit, which they take off your card. And I think maybe a week later they refund it to you unless you've made any damage or anything. So that's something to bear in mind. You will need to have a credit card with you for that. And when I got up here, I did notice the room had various like scuffs, marks on the wall. I couldn't see anything that was dirty, well dusted and looked quite clean, both the bathroom and the bed. But yeah, the walls had got marks in, and this is meant to be a 4-star hotel. So that's something to bear in mind. But again, I paid $139. So that is on kind of the cheaper end, I would say, for New Zealand CBD accommodation. And I would say as well with the bathroom was really spacious and light, which was great. And the products smelled amazing that they were actually there. But the shower, as much as it was really hot, the pressure wasn't amazing. It wasn't like super, super strong. And I quite like a really powerful shower. However, I did really like the size of the shower. It was really spacious, really good size, easy to kind of access. So that was convenient. So I think all in all, it's been pretty good, especially because of the price that I've paid. I don't know if I'd come back here again. I might try one of the other Mercure hotels in another country because I am a Mercure member. So I'll link all the details in the description bar of the memberships. It's like a loyalty membership where you can kind of go to, I think it's Sofitels, M-Galleries, Pullmans, all different brands, and you can accrue points. And I got some points for staying here, which is great. And it just accrues as to wherever you stay, and you can kind of get free nights accommodation or late checkout or early check-in, things like that, depending on what points you've got. So I'll link all those details for the Accure membership, but it is convenient and it's free to do as well. So it was nice that I got points for staying here. But I would say the location is really quite handy. If you don't have a car as well, walking around is really good. Another thing as well on a negative is parking. I don't think it's that kind of user-friendly to park here, and it can be quite pricey. So if you have got a hire car or you have got a car, it's something to kind of budget for on top of the accommodation where you're staying here as well. So all in all, I really did enjoy it. It was really relaxing. I slept really well, which was the important thing. And it was good fun. And I thought this would be a good one for the start of the hotel review playlist. And when I've got others, I'll link those in the card in the corner and the description bar below. But this is my first one, and I thought I'd see how it goes. But so far, so good. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought and any other hotels you'd recommend that you want me to check out and review. I'll be starting off obviously in Auckland, but I'll be going to different countries and checking out those as well. But thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.